Yellow.
Hi.
Yellow, everyone. We are back once again with another edition of B is for Bad.
Is for bad. It is so bad. It's bad here, like bad
the
every
entire
day.
fucking episode. Hi, everybody. I am Scott, and I do this as my...
And I talk like this because I'm a sexy man.
Well, it's like that's the way people talk on the news back in like the late
old school,
90s. Yeah, like late 90s though. It wasn't like quite as prevalent in the 80s because people actually reported real news in the 70s and 80s, and then the late 90s are like, hey, we could just do whatever we want.
Yeah, no, it almost also sounds like old school radio vibe. This character's whole thing, but like Alistair from Has Been Hotel. I don't know if you've seen that.
No, I have not seen that. I refuse to watch.
There's a radio demon who does that old school voice, and it sounded pretty similar.
All right, well, I refuse to watch it because you like it, and if you like it, I probably fucking hate it.
You know, I like the first season, but watching the second season, I'm like,
yeah, I mean and
it's been kind of
weird. Is like a lot of the times, and we see this with video games, we see this with movies. The second one is always the better one, right? Like a clear example, Rocky and Rocky 2. Rocky 2 is fucking phenomenal. That movie is it's a journey going through that movie. But Rocky 1, you could probably go through it and then you get a weird rapey scene. You're like, okay,
yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know if I like this.
And then like video games, I love Mass Effect, but Mass Effect 2 is a fucking bomb of a game.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hit or miss with sequels, I feel like.
Yeah.
Because some sequels completely just ignore what the first one did. Some sequels try to change what the first one did. Some sequels just go too far or not.
You're either like 100% better or 100% worse. There's no real in
Pretty
between.
much. There's not a lot of...
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Matrix 2 is one of those sequels that everyone's like, that was solid. Not as good as the first, but not as bad as the third.
Yeah. Well, maybe. Yeah, I wouldn't even say that. I'd say the first Matrix is the only one that counts.
No, I disagree. I think all three of them count. I think you just have to open your mind.
It sucks so much.
It doesn't suck. It doesn't suck.
So, and the fourth is even fucking worse.
Oh, well, we don't need to talk about the fourth one.
Because
the Wachowskis didn't even want to make that one. They didn't want to make it, and you can tell. Like, there's literally like shit in the script. Basically, it's like, I didn't want to do this, but here you are, fuckers.
We killed you in the last movie, but here you are, back and alive. It's cool.
You're in a Matrix inside of the Matrix, because that makes sense.
Inside of the Matrix, inside of the Matrix.
Yeah, let's just keep inceptioning this until we're in the fifth dream state.
We can live forever.
Woo! It's about what it feels like, though.
But yeah, I feel like sequels do either 100% better or 100% worse in this regard. But that's not what we're talking about today, because we are not doing a sequel. We are doing...
Black Sheep.
I was setting him up. See how long he took to fucking pick that up, guys?
It took me a little bit. I was looking at the screen.
I
was like, yeah, but
he forgot what movie we watched. That's what it was. He forgot what movie we watched.
I was just
absolutely. What did we watch last week, Steven?
Oh, shit. Do you remember what we did last week?
I don't.
Yeah, motherfucker. Wasn't it Miami Connection?
I think it was Miami Connection, actually.
Yeah.
I'm like 90% sure. It's either Miami Connection. No, it was No Escape Room. No Escape Room.
Oh, it was No Escape Room because we did Miami Connection, then No Escape Room.
Yep. We're so dumb. But yes, No Escape Room. We liked that movie okay. It was fine.
Yeah. But yes, this one is Black Sheep, and it's not the Chris Farley, David Spade Black Sheep. It is a New Zealand Black Sheep.
Kind of wish it was.
From 2006. What?
I said I kind of wish it was.
I mean, I do love that movie as well.
I'm tripping out from the camera right now.
Dude, I know. It's hard not to
I'm going to turn off my camera, I think.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. You don't get to see my face if you're watching this on anything, but it's fine.
I hope I'm entertaining enough for everybody.
Right. So this movie is in fucking sane. This movie,
yes.
It's actually kind of funny. I'm not going to lie. Like going into it, I was like, okay, Steven described this movie. It sounds fucking dumb. So let's just watch it and get it over with. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And that first day, can we just talk about that first scene for the entire fucking episode? Like, because that first scene was horrific. Oh my God. That is the only part of this whole movie that I felt was horror, because I was like, holy what the fuck is wrong with these people? Holy fuck.
Yeah. So let me just list out everything that happens in the first 3 minutes of the movie or so.
Yeah, 3 to 10. I
3 to 5. I don't
let's
remember
say 3 to
exactly.
10. I can't remember
It's a
exactly.
short span. It's
It
one
feels like
scene.
it feels like it goes on for fucking ever because of the
Well, it does
horrific
because of the
like,
horrific nature of it.
oh
Because
my
you're just like,
God.
wow,
But it
okay.
starts out so pleasant. It starts. She's like, "Yeah, I'm herding some sheep. Yeah, get him, boy. Tell Dudley, shut the fuck up."
He's just with his dad, sheep farming. You could tell his brother might be a little bit jealous off in the distance.
Yeah, he's got
And
his own like dog that's really cool. He's got his own
yeah,
sheep that's super cool. Its name is Dudley. I don't. Did he say the dog's name?
I can't remember what the dog's name was, honestly.
I don't think he said the dog's name. I think he just
I don't
kept
remember.
hold it boy because he kept saying boy.
Yeah,
So I think he did not say a name. So I don't think the dog had a name. But the sheep was Dudley. Just so you
the
guys all
sheep
know,
was Dudley.
that's
And the sheep was
Dudley.
so special that they kept it on a leash by the house. Like,
Yeah,
that's how special the sheep
a
was. This
beautiful
wasn't with
sheep.
the rest of the herd. It was
Sheep
their
or
prize
lamb. I'm
sheep.
not sure which one it is actually.
Yes.
Are they the same? Are they the same thing?
I have no fucking idea.
I'm actually
and I don't want to
curious
sound
now.
like an idiot right now.
Yeah, well, we're gonna assume that sheep and lamb are the same. Please tell us if we're fucking wrong. I'd love to
Yes.
know.
But yeah, let me just list out for you what Angus does to his brother right here.
Yeah.
He
This is after
decides-
this. Hold on. This is after this serene scene of
Yes.
watching him herd sheep with his dad. Very wholesome. Very cool.
Yes, very wholesome.
Very nice. It almost seems like this is gonna be like, oh yeah, this is a farming movie. And then what
Yeah.
happens, Steven?
He decides, I guess, that he's like jealous that his dad and brother are bonding, so he goes to his favorite pet sheep, Dudley, and he kills him. And then not only kills him, but skins him alive. And then he hoists up the carcass into the barn.
Oh
And
my
then
God.
he wears the fur and the head
like
over his body, waits for his brother Henry to walk in, like slams the body down, so he's instantly grotesqued by the body, and it's like, holy shit, what the fuck? I can't find my sheep, and now I'm seeing this dead carcass that's skinned, and then his brother jumps out wearing the skin of
oh
the
my
sheep
God.
he
His
just killed,
brother is a
Dudley.
sick motherfucker.
It's just screaming in his face while this kid falls to the floor in petrifying terror of what the fuck
Oh,
did I
God,
just
dude,
walk into?
This is the only part of the movie where I was like, holy shit, what kind of fucking asshole does this? Oh
Yes.
my God, I was horrified when this happened. This was so fucked. This is such a weird way to start this movie, especially since it doesn't really stay that level of intense.
No, it doesn't. It's
Like, because that
it's
level of, if it
the
did,
most
holy
intense
shit,
thing in the
that
movie.
movie would have been amazing if it stayed at that level of intensity.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it wouldn't be the comedy horror that it is.
Yeah,
It would
yeah.
be definitely just more horror.
'Cause,
It would be
like-
recognized a lot more.
Like, I feel like they really oversold the brother in this first scene. This is one of my problems with the movie.
Yes.
They oversold the brother's sadistic nature. Because,
True.
like, he is kind of sadistic as the movie goes on, but he's not as... That is pretty fucked up, okay?
He goes more of a financial dick
Yeah,
later
like,
on. Like,
yeah,
he's
and
like,
that's
everything's for money and for gain. I'm not just an absolute psychopath. I'm
like,
in it
he's
for the
doing
money.
experiments on animals, but it's not nearly as fucking traumatizing as that was.
No.
Like,
Yeah.
I think they really missed what do I want to say here? Missed a cue from this opening scene because they
Well,
really could have painted this character so much more terrifying, and then they just kind of fucking made him a laughingstock.
You know, for having a fear of sheep, I think you have to have a crazy level of trauma with
Yeah.
sheep to have that level of fear of sheep. So I think this was the only way they thought of doing the most horrific, fucked
Yeah.
up thing to this guy,
Which-
so we would have this irrational fear of sheep.
And I'm
to
in
make
agreement.
the movie
I have
funny.
no problems with this scene. All I'm saying is I think
Oh yeah,
they could have written the bad guy better. Because this scene
100%.
really shows you that he is starting out really fucking bad.
yeah.
Like,
When you start that high at like 16 years old or whatever
Yeah.
the fuck age he was at this point, like it's insanity that you were this disturbed and this mental this early on. Like this was
Yeah.
your peak. Like
it would be
you
amazing.
did the worst jigsaw trap ever
Yeah.
instantly. You just dove right in. You didn't start with like the reverse bear trap. You're like, oh no, I'm gonna do the pendulum fucking thing
Yeah.
or the angel of death fucking thing.
So
No, you went full
I
out.
think what they should have done is made him like a serial killer. at the
That would've
same
been
time as
crazy.
all this weird sheep shit happening, because that would have
Yeah.
brought a level of terror to this fucking movie that would have stayed the entire fucking time. I know they were trying to do
True.
like a little bit of a comedy from it, but holy shit, if he was like a fucking sadistic oh my god, this movie would have, I wouldn't have watched it. I wouldn't have watched this fucking movie.
Fair.
That would have been fucked up.
I've watched some fucked up movies in my time. I don't know if that will compare, but I would probably still watch it.
I would try. It's like, but it would be fucked, right? It would be so
Yeah.
fucked.
God, I've watched some ones recently that I'm scarred. I'm legit scarred. I shouldn't have ever watched them. Like people said they were the most disturbing movies ever, and I should have listened.
Yep. What is it called? Snuff films or whatever.
I've watched a few of those, and actually, most of the snuff films I watched haven't been that bad.
All right, well,
compared to some of the other shit I've watched.
Whatever people want. I don't really care for snuff, but so this
Yeah.
movie goes into this weird place where it like goes from that horror into like an instant comedy, because he's literally in
Yes.
like a cab the next scene. Just a sheep
He's
is
in a cab
blocking
coming
the
back
road,
home.
and he's having a mini fucking panic attack, and I'm like, holy shit, my dude.
And I think it flash forwards like 8 years or something
Yeah.
like that. I can't remember exactly.
No,
Passage of time.
it's got to be longer because they both look
Or
really
15
fucking
years.
old.
Yeah,
Probably
I
15,
don't
I would
know.
say. 15 to 20.
They're adults now. They were
Yeah.
kids when this happened.
And you get to see these PETA fuckers who apparently want to free the sheep. Oh my, it was
Yes,
so
because
weird.
they're like, they know that there's some genetic experimentation going on, but they don't know what. So they're gonna go try to figure it out and get some evidence so they can shut down this evil sheep lord.
What
Angus.
bit them originally? Was that a naked mole rat? Is that what that was? Or was
No,
that like
it was
a
sheep fetus?
Okay, and that's what I thought. And like, it
Yeah.
looks like it doesn't really look like a fetus because it has very developed legs.
Well,
and it looks
it's-
like a mole rat.
It's one of those genetic sheep that kind of failed.
Yeah.
So I don't know exactly like what stage it was in, if it was like kind of like grown, but like it's like a fetus, but it's grown more maturely because it's genetically enhanced. Like
But
I don't
it
know what the
was-
fuck it was. It was weird. It was disturbing.
looked exactly like a naked mole rat. I'm just gonna say that right now.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
That's like I literally
But, like,
thought
bigger.
like, oh, they yeah, no, even I think that's about the size of a naked mole rat. Guys. It wasn't that big. It could
I mean,
it was a little bit bigger than the length of your middle finger to your wrist, but not much bigger than that.
I thought it was like forearm size.
No, I don't think so. I don't think it got that
Yeah.
long. Now, of course, this is not a real thing. It was all a fucking.
Yeah.
It actually looked pretty good, though. I was surprised. The
Yeah.
effects in this movie actually looked okay.
The effects are surprisingly good in this movie.
Yeah,
Like,
there's no
love how
CGI. I
good
don't
they
think
are.
they did all makeup. Like I was really fucking impressed. I was so excited.
Same. But yeah.
So those PETA people, I feel so bad for them. One of them gets bit and has to eat a rabbit. I'm like, oh no, he broke his vow of fucking no eating meat. No, this poor guy.
That's it was such like a funny like joke, but it's also just like you actually like really feel for him because he's like he's
trying to
getting this
help the
urge
animals.
to eat after this fetus bites him because he's turning into something we're not going to say quite yet.
Yeah. So and
he
you
gets
know,
this extra aggression. He bites this rabbit and he's literally crying while he's doing it.
oh, okay. It was so, and even after at the end of the movie, he comes back and he gets like
Oh.
cured, and he's just
I
so
ate a rabbit.
sad. Yeah, he's so sad. Like your heart breaks for this guy, honestly.
Oh, seriously.
This poor man. But I
You
think
feel
the
the
whole
worst for him.
point of this was just to introduce that girl somehow. I think they
Yeah,
could have done
you
this in
gotta-
any
you gotta-
way, but apparently they just wanted to introduce her through PETA.
Yes. The girl he's referring to, her name is Experience.
God, I hated it.
You know,
Ugh.
because you have to choose the most hippie name ever for a female
And
hippie.
The way she comes up to people too, she's like, "Oh my God, your aura is so bad," and I'm like, "Jesus Christ, shut the fuck up, God, you are so annoying. Who wants to fuck you? Who? Why does this guy who's scared shitless of sheep want to fuck you? God, you are the most annoying. If you never talk, sure, I'll give you a chance, but as soon as you open your mouth, I'm like, I don't think this is going to work out between you and I."
I think she sounded a little pretentious at times, but she wasn't bad. I mean,
Oh,
she
a
wasn't the
little.
worst thing ever.
She mentioned aura like 15 times throughout the film.
I mean, yeah, I don't fully get down on the aura thing, but if that's your vibe, that's your vibe. Whatever. I don't give a
But she's
fuck.
forcing it on everyone else.
Maybe I do feel like a tree, though, Scott. Maybe I feel like a tree.
Maybe.
My roots are grounded. I'm grounded.
my
I
God,
feel
she
one with
sucked.
the earth.
Oh, she was the worst character. I was hoping she would die so hard.
I kind of like how she went all crazy at the end, though, guns blazing with Miss
Yeah.
Mac. That was pretty fantastic.
She was so funny. So there's a couple scenes in this movie that are pretty weird. Like, so essentially the whole movie revolves around genetically altered sheep that
Yes.
bite people and then they turn into were-sheep.
Yes. Lycanthropes.
Sorry, guys, we had some technical difficulties. So we cut out there. We're going to remerge and we're going to keep talking about what we were doing. I got my camera working, though. So where were we? We said lycanthropes. So basically when
Yes.
when you're bitten by a fucking sheep, or in his case, like a naked mole rat fetus sheep thing,
Yeah. Whatever it
you
is.
start turning into like I see, and this is where the confusion comes. So, like, you know, when you turn into a werewolf, like a
Yeah.
wolf is big, but it's not like giant. But for some reason, you like get all these muscles all of a sudden when you turn.
Yeah.
Like it's outside of your body type and outside of the wolf's body type. But for some reason, you gain size.
I feel like it's the amount of muscle per like capita, basically.
Maybe.
Like dogs are so muscular creatures.
No, but wolves weigh like 150 pounds, I want to say. They still weigh as much as a normal human weighs.
yeah, but they're smaller.
They
in
are
size,
smaller.
and then having bigger bone structure. Maybe it just. I don't know.
Maybe.
Just the combination of the two is like morphin. You're better now.
Yeah,
it's like
so,
the
like,
best parts
it's
of
always
both. And
like-
you're exaggerating.
It's like a fusion in Dragon Ball Z. You don't go double your fucking strength. You go quadruple or 100 times
Yeah.
or some bullshit.
yeah,
Like so.
exactly.
So they turn into these weird were-sheep things. It's so fucking weird. Like, and it's even
awesome,
weirder
though.
because there are a couple characters bit by the were-sheep, and they just don't notice when things are happening. Like one of their hands turns into a hoof, and they don't notice as it's happening. Like I feel like that
I
would
know.
be painful. Like
Seriously.
I feel like you'd feel something, and he looks at his hand. He's like, "Oh no, it's a hoof already. Oh fuck."
Especially because in one of the transformations, the guy's like pulling out his own teeth and like,
Yeah. Bah. I love,
yeah.
there was a lot of bah puns whenever
Oh,
they'd
it was
say
pretty
something.
good.
And these sheep
yeah.
are not bad. And you're like, no, God, I'm turning into a sheep. Jesus Christ.
But like he said, these are monstrous were sheep.
They
Like
are.
these
They-
things.
He
They
hit
were
a guy and
actually
he went
giant
back like 10
suits
feet.
that they built for this because this was all basically practical
Yeah.
effects, like Scott was saying.
Yeah,
It took
God, it's so
four people to maneuver these suits around.
my
That's how
God.
big these suits are.
cool. They looked heavy.
They are heavy from what
Yeah.
it looks like.
Yeah, oh my God. That was so fucking funny. Though. They're just like,
Oh.
like guys, it's such a weird suit and such a weird thing, but it's so fucking creepy because the eyes too, the goat
Mhm.
eyes or whatever that they have. Oh God, I hate looking at it.
But also, like, it's so well done. And like the transformation, like we see his friend Tucker get bit and like he gets a
Oh, yeah.
hoof on his leg first, and then
Yeah.
when they go to the lab, you see him like twitching and like he's like morphing and his like face is half turning and turning back. That is one of the coolest fucking visual
Yeah,
effects.
They
It's
actually
so
did a
good.
really good job there, and
It's
they give
so
him like a
good.
cure. And it's so funny because there's like the quintessential evil scientist who's like, "Yes, darling, I will handle it right away, darling."
Yeah.
And like I think the scientist and the evil guy, are having sex, and it's hard to tell.
Well, I feel like they were possibly having sex, but also she was helping him with having sex with the sheep.
Yeah, like it got really weird because there's some genetic material in. They were making like the whole point of this is they were making this perfect sheep, which I
With
guess I
his
don't understand.
DNA.
Yeah, perfect sheep is a weird thing. Like, what's the point? They never explain the point of the perfect sheep. Is it so
Well,
it tastes better? Is it so it like breeds better?
I don't know if it was for best in
looks
show
better?
or just the wool was stronger or like
Maybe,
what he
like,
was supposed to do.
maybe
Like he was
everything
talking
was a
about like
little
this
bit
is going
better.
to take over all of farming. Like every
Yeah.
farmer is going to want to breed their sheep this way because
it's
it's
even
the golden
funnier.
sheep.
I think he was naming off like breeds of sheep, and I had no fucking clue. And I'm like, he's got to
Yeah.
be like, what is the point? Because the last breed is his own name.
Yes, yeah.
So,
The Odin
like, and I'm like,
or
oh my God,
Oakenfield
like,
or
how many
whatever it
people
is.
who watch this movie actually know the breeds of fucking sheep? Like,
Only the sheep farmers in New Zealand themselves.
apparently, maybe they're the only ones who watched it outside of us.
Which, by the way, they used a lot of actual real sheep in this, which is awesome.
Oh yeah, which
Like
was
the
really cool,
opening
actually.
scene, they actually there was
Ah,
852 recorded sheep being used for that scene.
oh my God.
Like they used a
Ah.
fuck ton of
I
sheep.
just the
man.
constant bahs just made me laugh
Yes.
so hard. I'm like, ah.
Oh God, I gotta talk about though, when Experience and Tucker and Henry first team up together and they go to that farmer's little house or whatever, and they see his dead body, and there's that one sheep, the first sheep that's going mental and starts attacking them.
Yeah.
And it starts pulling that "Here's Johnny" shit, bashing his head through the door and then sticking his fucking head in there.
Here's Johnny. Ah. Just like it's like underneath that, they should have had a subtitle that said "Here's Johnny."
Seriously,
Like,
that would have been so good,
That
so
would've been
bad, but so good. But that's also like one of those things where it's that's a B movie who makes it because they know they're a B movie.
yeah, which
But-
really to me sometimes undersells B movies, but this one actually did a fairly good job at it. I really did like this movie. Like it went in a lot of cool directions.
My favorite line is in this room, though. Even though we didn't get a "Here's Johnny," my favorite line is in this room, and it's
is it?
when Experience starts yelling at Henry because he's like quivering in the corner. He's like, "Ah!" And she's like, "What's wrong with you?" He's like, "Ovinophobia, my therapist calls it." And she's like, "Well, what's that?" "Just the complete, unfounded, and irrational fear that one day this exact thing would happen." It's a fear of sheep. So, so it's just so fucking funny. He actually just like, it's the irrational fear that this.
You know, one thing that I didn't like about this movie is it all happens during the day.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
I
it gets to night at the end, but
at the end, but I'm like, man, if this movie was mostly filmed at night, like kind of, you know, what made what's that dumb fucking movie in Alaska with the vampires?
I don't.
30 Days of Night or something like that.
Oh, I haven't actually seen that one, but yeah,
it's a garbage movie. But the
only
only thing that makes it scary is that night lasts forever.
Mm.
You know, like that's
that makes
you know
sense.
what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
okay,
so the nighttime, the darkness really makes things a little bit edgier. But the fact that this happened majority during the day, you're like, wow, this isn't too bad. And the only time it was really scary was when they were in the cave, the entrails cave or whatever it was.
Oh God, yeah, when they run from his brother and they go into the pit where they've been just lobbing all the dead carcasses that aren't working. And this is where another one of my favorite lines, where they fall down into the pit and they're covered in blood and guts and everything. And she pulls out a fucking candle. And he's like, "What's that?" She's like, "Geranium, aromatherapy for uplift and hormonal balance." And he's like, "Do your hormones really need balancing? Considering I've been attacked by genetically engineered monsters, jumped off a moving vehicle, been chased across a paddock, dragged into a torture chamber, and pulled into a mountain of rotting flesh? Yes, my hormones need fucking balancing." And it's one of the best things. I was like,
yeah,
go, go,
yeah,
go
and
for it.
you know, pre that scene when they go into that stupid well, it is so like this has happened a couple times where in the first scene where they meet Experience, him and Tucker, she steals their gun.
Yeah,
and the safety's and the safety's on, and the guy at Tucker's like, "The safety's on, hun. Let me get that for you." He just takes the gun, turns it off, and then he's handing it back, and then he goes, Like, it's just so dumb. And then in the fucking this cave scene, they're in the what is it, like a lab, I guess? In the lab.
They're the lab.
They kept calling it a shed, but it was fucking huge.
Yeah.
So it's a lab, and he's got the gun, and he's aiming it at all the bad guys. One of the bad guys just like sticks him with the needle and takes the gun. I'm like,
yeah,
what is how the hell do you get that close to a guy with a gun? God, you people have no fear.
Dude, I swear, like so many times in movies, people with a gun are like, "I'm gonna stand in arm's reach of you so that you can hit me before I pull the trigger."
And by the way, this is a bolt action rifle. So
yeah,
it's like you get one quick shot and that's about it. So
yep, pretty much.
It was just so dumb. And like then the older brother gets the gun, aims it at them, and just lets them walk out.
Yeah, that was really weird.
Yeah, it's really, and then all the sheep come, and he's like, no, they're just sheep, idiot, fucking dumbass. And they're not biting him or anything, but at that point, he's already infected, I think.
Yeah, he's already,
So maybe-
he's like kind of turning on his hand a little bit,
Yeah.
like getting a little bit of fur and stuff.
Yeah, and I'm thinking that's why they didn't attack him, but it wasn't really like explained well. Because they did attack the girl, Experience, the normal lead guy, and then Tucker.
Well, so we didn't see
Tucker
the
was
sheep
bit.
ever go after Tucker again after he gets bit. And then
I guess
we
that's
actually
true.
when Henry gets bit later on in the movie, we see him pretending to be a sheep because he thinks they're going to come after him, but none of them come after him. And actually one gets on top of him and humps him.
Yeah.
And then he takes off the sheep hood and he's like, oh, actually, I'm not being attacked. And he's not even turned at all at
That's
that point.
true. So they must not attack things that were
infected.
them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like
it's like World War Z.
Yeah, that's what I was
as soon
just
as
about
he's
to say.
infected with the
Dumb
cancer,
zombie
the
movie.
zombies just ignore him completely.
Yeah. As soon as he's infected with the cancer, you mean as soon as they realize he has cancer? He's probably been infected with the cancer.
Well, he injects
for
it, doesn't
a
he?
while. No. That was
I was talking. Oh,
was that
sorry.
syphilis or was that herpes? I don't even remember.
I don't remember.
was-
I just remember he injected himself with some sort of bad disease.
Yeah, I think it was one of the bad ones, but it wasn't one of the like the
one of the
instant
ones that's
kills.
curable. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like syphilis or some bullshit, and I can't remember.
Maybe I don't remember.
They're like, no, we don't like disease. Gross, get out of here. Fucking,
we're dead, but we don't. You'd be dead or dying.
fucking
you piece of
idiot.
shit.
So the sheep act like the zombies in World War Z is the point.
Which, oh my god, let's go ahead and talk about the best sheep killing scene in the movie.
Oh,
when they interrupt the fucking business meeting.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And before we continue that, sorry, there's one
Yes.
thing in the opening scene we didn't mention. Right after this horrific scene where he
yeah,
gets
I missed
scared
it.
and everything, the like helper lady comes in and says, "Hey guys, your dad just died."
Yep.
You're just like, wow,
He had an
this scene
accident.
got
He
fucked.
fell off a cliff. Yeah.
He fell off
After
a
you've
cliff,
been
and also,
tortured,
and I
your
just
dad
love how
dead.
she doesn't mention like, why are you wearing like a sheep carcass? What's wrong
I
with
know.
you? Like,
She's not even caring that he was just like over him screaming, covered in blood.
yeah, just like they're both covered in blood at that point.
Yeah. And yeah, hey, your dad's dead.
Boys will be boys, I guess.
And your dad's dead. Just remember that. That's
So yeah, there's a
traumatizing.
scene where he's introducing this genetically perfect sheep, and everyone's like, "Ooh, a sheep!"
Pretty. It's bawing a lot. It's really annoying.
Every time it bawed too, he had like a mini panic attack. He's like, "I can
Oh, I know.
understand you, sheep. I know, baby.
so angry right now. Oh shit!
I
I'm turning.
fucked your mom. I just want you to know that."
And you.
I assume it
and-
was born from him fucking its mom.
Probably. I don't know.
But maybe-
I don't
maybe
wanna
it was just
know.
injected
I don't
from
want to
him.
think about
No,
it. It's
I
one of
wanna
those stories-
This is scientifically relevant.
For science.
For science.
But no, yeah, no.
Yeah, no, yeah. Just no,
So-
but yeah.
We get a herd of sheep that roll over the hills, though, and they just wipe
I
out
think it's
this
called
party.
a murder of sheep, actually.
That's a murder of crows. I
No,
don't know
no.
what a
In this
group of
case, I
sheep is
believe
called.
it's a murder of sheep.
Sure, we're gonna call it a murder of sheep because they murder. But yes, a murder of sheep comes rolling over the
Oh
hills.
my God, there's so fucking many of them too.
Oh,
This
God.
poor party too. They just like one guy gets his leg bitten off and
Oh,
then
this is
throws
my
the
favorite.
leg at the sheep to stop it.
Yes.
I'm like, oh my God.
Greatest thing is, you know how I told you when we watched the original Toxic Avenger that the guy who got his arm ripped off actually was an amputee?
Yeah.
They did the same thing for this
Oh
movie.
fuck yeah! I was
So
curious.
the guy
about
with
that,
his leg
actually.
chopped off was an amputee. And it's so good.
Fucking fuck you, sheep! Get out of
We
here!
don't need special effects. We just have people without legs.
I think another guy threw his hand at it, right? Or maybe
I
he
think
like went to hit it and it ripped his hand.
Oh,
off.
I think that's what it was. Yeah. This is violent. It's
Yeah,
gory.
it's a
It's so
fucked up
crazy. And
scene.
watching all these sheep just covered in blood all over their front of their faces.
Like they're
is
all
fucking
whitish, so it's like
hilarious.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's grotesque, but it's like funny. Like you can't
Oh
help
my
but
God.
laugh, but you shouldn't. Like That's so much of this movie though.
And all the people are screaming at the other people, help me, and they're like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. So near the end of this movie, we have a confrontation of the two brothers. One is turned into, and before that they fight Grant again. They fight Grant a couple times as a were-sheep.
Yeah.
What's
that sound? It's shearing. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Just
like,
shearing himself.
They just fight him a couple times. It's kind of lame each time they fight
Yeah.
him, but it's okay. It's not terrible, but it's just not amazing. They
Yeah,
go to confront the brother because they need to stop this horrific thing from taking over the small island of New Zealand and all its, I don't know, 2 million inhabitants maybe.
Yeah, I don't remember.
It's literally not. He's like, what if he flies somewhere? He's getting it everywhere. I'm like, where the fuck is he flying? Shut the fuck up.
He's
got a literal hand right now that is a literal fucking hoof. They're not going to stop him at the airport?
No, he has his own purposeful plane.
Oh, does he? His fly guy
he turned it on.
No,
remember?
that was Steven.
What?
Steven, just stop. That is a crop
Right.
duster plane.
Yeah, he
That
was going to
is
fly out on it.
Where?
Wherever he was going to fly to. I don't know
So-
where. Maybe he's going to
so
fly to a
those-
bigger airport after that.
No.
I don't know.
Well, to like maybe in New Zealand, yeah, maybe. But again, like, and then security is going to be like, sir, you have a hoof on your hand.
I mean,
don't
he
think-
packed a bag, put it in there, and turned it on. He was going to get in it.
yeah, but it was like, you can't fly that far on those fucking planes. You have to go somewhere with a
I
bigger
didn't
plane.
say he was. I just
And
said
it-
he was going
At what
to.
point, and we realized that because we saw Tucker turn, they do not keep their intelligence when they turn. So
No.
he's not going to be able to fly that plane as soon as he fully
No.
turns. And he was probably a couple hours from turning.
Oh, yeah. If not, he was pretty close because he actually does fully turn, actually.
Yeah.
Pretty, like, after
Well,
he turns
like-
on the plane, actually.
Yeah. So if he goes on the plane and starts flying, then he just dies. Like, they should have
Yeah.
just let him on the fucking plane, honestly.
Probably.
Like, he's not flying that thing anywhere as a fucking sheep were.
But we wouldn't have got him redeeming his sheep herding honor
oh, yeah,
and
with
using the
fucking
dog
Oh,
to
my
hold his
God.
brother in sheep form at bay while the plane driving itself comes back and hits him.
Yeah, God, it was so funny. Like, it slowly crawled into him, and it's the blades are turning. It's one of those
Yeah.
old propeller planes.
Yeah.
It just rips him apart. Oh my God. And he turns
Uh.
back after that, which is even weirder.
Yeah, Tucker comes in and injects them with the antidote, both of them. And then he turns back and then he's like, I'm still one with my sheep. And he walks out into a herd of sheep and gets his dick bit off because
Oh my God. That was like the
that
weirdest
needed
thing.
to happen.
The weirdest part of this movie was that and the very last scene where they threw the fucking lighter.
Yeah, because, they brought up earlier that sheep have so much methane in their flatulence that they could basically light it and it would cause a giant explosion. So that
Yeah.
had to be the ending of this film.
And they're all there's like 1 million sheep farting in this barn, and they're all like nonstop farting, and they just start running, and one of them pulls out a lighter and throws it at him. Like, it's just such a dumb scene.
it's so dumb. It's so
like
dumb.
this movie started out so strong with that opening scene and very quickly pivoted into, all right, we're just fucking around now.
But I do really love that the end credits have a declaration that
Oh,
says,
yeah.
no animals were harmed in the making of this film. But
And
then, moreover, the writer and director actually said that in the movie's production notes, he said, and of course, no sheep were harmed in the making of Black Sheep, though I must say there were days I wanted to.
yeah. There was at the end of the movie too, the dog that sat
Oh, yeah.
the sheep down. He paws and you're like, oh no, the were sheep are still alive. I'm sure there's a black sheep too.
Oh, I would watch it if there was a sequel, honestly.
Okay, is there not a sequel?
I have no idea. I haven't looked it up, honestly. Or
Yeah. It left it open to the ability of a sequel. So
yeah.
yeah.
Whether they
So this
do
movie-
or not, I don't know. But yeah.
Yeah. So this movie, yeah, that's the movie. You want to go into our ratings? You have anything else?
No, I think that's pretty good. For me, God, I'm so torn between a 3 and a 4. Probably this might be a cornhole bitch for me. I just enjoy this movie.
Was
It is-
Cornhole 4?
Yeah, cornhole's
Yeah.
4.
Okay, making sure. We don't have one for 2 and 3, right?
We kind of subsequently have Son of a Bitch and Basic Bitch. We're not cemented on those ones yet.
No. I already have one for 3 that I want to do.
Oh, all right.
So from the next movie, but we'll announce it on
Oh.
the next one.
Fair, yes.
Yeah. You know what? I have to actually agree. So this front fucking scene in this movie is so fucking horrifying and perfect.
That's a swimming at
that-
bitches scene.
Yeah, oh my God, it was so fucking good. I was like, holy shit, this is fucking amazing. What a fucking scene. Holy
Yeah.
crap, that poor kid, the actor in that was probably fucking horrifying.
Seriously.
So-
Let's actually traumatize this kid, put him through therapy.
And the rest of the movie is just okay, but that scene really makes this movie for me. Like, and I have to give it a fucking cornhole bitch because of that. Like on it, that scene, I was like, holy shit, this is amazing. I want this scene to be the whole fucking movie. Oh my God.
I was really hoping you would enjoy this one as much as I did. So I'm
Yeah,
glad to hear
and
that.
it was good. They're like, it's funny. It's got some weird scenes. I think the penis scene at the end was kind of the dumbest scene.
You know, they could take
You know,
that out. They could take
yeah.
a couple other things out, and this movie would be way higher. Honestly,
I think even
it
like
would
the
be-
flatulence is fine. Like I'm okay with them blowing up
Oh
the
yeah,
sheep.
I mean it's
because
stupid,
that
but
was
it's
kind of funny. But the penis scene, I'm like, all right, really, you're gonna have him bite his
Oh.
dick off? We haven't had this
We-
kind of like weird fucking
We
shit
didn't
all
talk
movie.
about. We talked about it a little bit, but like when they're giving everyone the cure afterwards, too,
Oh, yeah.
and we talked about Grant getting the cure, but everyone who gets the cure is just all huddled in the corner together, like just traumatized.
Yep. It makes
What the
sench.
fuck I mean?
Well, I
I'm
was
like,
curious
"Man,
too. The people who got their limbs ripped off after they turned, did
Yeah.
they regrow their limbs?
I don't.
I was
I
very
don't know.
curious on that, but yeah, I think this is a solid cornhole bitch or four for you lay people. It works. It works well. This movie is actually kind of fun, so I would give it a
does,
shot if you
it
guys
does.
want to.
It's on Tubi if you want to watch it. So
Yep, free on
go
Tubi.
for it. Yep.
And I watched it with no commercials, so it was
yeah, actually, I own it, so I think-
yeah. So I watched it on Tubi with no commercials, so it might have like a special
Yeah.
thing on Tubi where that one does not get commercials, so you guys can watch it
Down.
for complete entirety. So do it.
Yeah. All right. Well, yes,
All
we
right.
will see you guys next week.
Next week we will be watching Chopping Mall.
Yes.
Bye. Bye.